friends. I wanted to show you a quick out the door look. You know, when you leave the house, you've got to run an errand or something comes up and you all of a sudden you've got to leave, but you're like, oh my goodness, I don't look good. My makeup's not on and I don't have a lot of time. So I wanted to kind of show you some things that you can do. You can use a CC cream instead of having to go through a whole foundation and everything. Um, the CC cream that we offer has an SPF in it, so that protects your skin. And I just put it on my brush and go around. And for the most natural look, you don't just go up or down when you're doing foundation or CC cream. You go in circular motion. Now, the one I'm using is a light to medium. We have different shades. We have very light, light to medium, medium to deep, deep, and very deep. I know there's 5 shades of them. Just around. And it's not a heavy coating. It's just a nice natural light, covering. So, and you don't feel it. It's not like you feel like you've got something heavy on your face. You won't even know it's on. I'm just gonna and then just right around the chin line just to blend it. You don't want to have it look like you're wearing a mask or something, so kind of just blend it down underneath. Very simple like that. And then take my blush brush, and this can be used for blush, highlighter, and contour. There's a finger thing here, and then what I do is my contour is almost out, but I take my contour and then apply it right at the cheekbone, right right here, and you want to do it in like an upward motion. If you put it too low, it just makes it look like you have dirt on your face. The idea is to create some depth and shape your face a little better. Right there, you'll feel the bone, and right at the edge of the bone, just apply it and push up. And it doesn't need to be too dark. You just want a natural look. And then I don't usually do this because I have bangs, but if you don't have bangs or you want to just do it, just lift up your hair and put it right here around the temple. And another thing is a shade right down here. Gives a dimension. It makes this look a little more narrow. Kind of hide that double chin if you have one. And then the next step that I do is I do a blush. And then I turn the brush over. So now the finger thing's on the bottom. Just dab it lightly. And then I start right up here, just above the contour. And I just dab it down just a little bit. I don't go any further than this in because I don't want to make my face look wide, but I do want some color. Same on the other side. Just a natural, come in a little further on this one, so balance it out. So just natural. And then one thing you can do is for eyeshadow. Liquid eyeshadow is great for very quick out the door looks. This you can use 1 or 2 of them. Okay, this one here is like more of a frosted look, and without my glasses, I can't read the name of it, but I think it's Starlight. Yep, Starlight. I just sweep it here, a couple like that there. Same on the other lid. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave it like this. And then I use the all over eyeshadow brush. The cream eyeshadow brush. And then I just kind of sweep it around the lid. There you go. And you can go out just simply like that with the eyeshadow if you don't want to put a second coat on. I do like to use a second color. And this one here is it's a little darker just to give some depth, but it's not necessary. I mean, well, I can't read this. This is too small. Warm desert. That's very teeny tiny. So, and then what I do with this is I put this just on the brow, not the brow bone, but just above the crease. Because my eyes are, they're set in. So if you put it in the crease, like notice right there, and I open my eye, you can't see it. So to give depth, just go above the crease. And I just put a little like that there. I'm going to bring a little bit down on the lid like a V. Of course, repeat on the opposite side so you don't look off. And then down on the lid. And then I take my cream eyeshadow brush and I just blend. If you want it natural, you don't want it to have, too blunt or sharp edges. I'd say the way I can describe it, but you don't want you want to blend out naturally. And you don't really need a lot. So that's a nice thing. I have to say this one, the Starlight, this one's almost a year old, and my Starlight's probably about 6 or 8 months old because I use that one a lot. I do like that one the best out of them. So just very, very natural. And you can keep blending if you feel you need to. And then what I do is I just use because of my age, I don't want big, deep, dark eyeliner. So I use a brown. And then what I do is I just go right against the lash line. And I do short motions like that because I can't do a long straight motion without it being kind of messed up. And I don't go fancy way out with it. You can, if you want to, create a longer line and go up if you do, because if you go down, it makes your eye go down. And you don't want to have your eyes go down. Okay, and then I repeat on the bottom. But on the bottom I do very thin. Same on the other side, repeat. Again, right on the eyelash line. Short strokes. This eyeliner that I'm using is waterproof. It sets pretty quickly. I mean, you have enough time to get it on, but it comes off with the eye makeup remover. It doesn't come off with water. Actually, I'll show you this. Okay, let it set a moment. And also it has a sharpener on the other side. Okay, so now let's do the mascara. This is Mary Kay's Great Heights Mascara. You will, if you do it 3 times, you improve the length of the lashes 75%. One coat would be 35%. And again, if you just dash out the door, you may just want a little bit. It's enough to make you look like you have some eyelashes. twist, don't pump, otherwise you let all the air in. And did you know you should be replacing your mascara once every 3 months? Yep, once every 3 months. It dries out, gets clumpy. When you start seeing clumps, it's time to replace it. Okay, so I just did the top. You can do the bottom as well if you want to. And let's get back to this eyeliner. You see this here? And I'm rubbing that really hard. It's not going anywhere. And it's the same with the lip liner. So I can put my glasses on so I can see now. And the lip liner, this one here is, I think it's hot pink. Yep. No. Yes, hot pink. So the rose. And what I do is I kind of stretch my lips out a little bit because I have lines in my lips. And so if I don't and I smile, you'll see dot 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 on the lip liner. And another reason, not just to shape your lips, but it also keeps your lipstick from bleeding. And as we get older, it tends to bleed out into the skin more. So stretch your lips. Like that. Because on the other side, if I didn't stretch, it's not as smooth. There. It's not as smooth as a finish. And then here underneath. Like that there. And I color in a little bit with the lip liner because it helps the lipstick stay. And then I'm going to use lip gloss, but you can use lipstick. This is Pink Ballerina, one of my favorites. Yeah. Done. Really quick, easy, fast, out the door look. It doesn't take hardly any time at all. It took longer for me to do this than it normally would, only because I'm trying to explain everything. And it's the same with the lip liner. You notice I'll put the lip liner here, let it sit in. But once it sets, it's not going anywhere. So another way to keep your lip color on all day as well. Okay. And I see how hard I'm rubbing too. Not going anywhere. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions, let me know.